Hi, I'm Rob at the Hayneedle Fulfillment Center in Monroe, Ohio. This is a short video on the assembly of the Uniflame fire pit with handcrafted tile. The estimated time on this assembly is around an hour. 2 people are required for this assembly. The only tools you will need are an Allen wrench, which is provided, and a Phillips head screwdriver, which is not provided. Open your box and remove all of your pieces. Locate your instructions. On the inside you'll find a parts and hardware list. Take a brief inventory to make sure you have all your pieces needed for this assembly. Our first step is to attach our fire bowl to our mantle frame. To do so, lift up your mantle frame. Make sure that the 2 holes in your mantle frame are facing where the operation of your fire bowl will go. Place the fire bowl into place. Then lay all down on the table like so. Next we'll be installing our gas tank shield. To do this, we'll be using 4 of our bolts labeled as A. Place the gas tank shield behind the holes of the fire bowl and tighten into place using a Phillips head screwdriver. Be sure not to over tighten to avoid stripping. Once you have your 2 bolts in the fire pit, line up the holes with the mantle frame, and again, tighten 2 bolts into place using your Phillips head screwdriver. Now, using 4 of our bolts A again, go around in each corner around your fire bowl and mantle and tighten 1 into place using your Phillips head screwdriver. Now we'll be attaching our middle support and our side supports. To do this, we'll be using our hex bolt labeled as B. Line the holes in your supports with the holes in the frame. Hand tighten into place first, then using your Allen wrench, fully tighten into place. When installing the middle support, do not fully tighten. Now we'll be attaching our panels using our Phillips head bolt labeled as A. Make sure the decorative side is facing up and line up the holes with your side panel with the holes in your support. Hand tighten 3 of your bolts on each side. After you have all 6 of your bolts hand tightened, go back with your Phillips head screwdriver and fully tighten all of your bolts. Be careful to not over tighten to avoid stripping out the metal. After you have all of your bolts fully tightened, take your next panel and repeat this step using the same hardware in between your supports. Now go back and fully tighten your middle support using your Allen wrench. Once fully tightened, install your middle supports on the ends, like so. Now we'll install our door supports for the sides. Place your peg in the closest hole to the screw hole in the frame, and using our hex nut labeled as B, tighten into place. Repeat this step for the opposite side. Use your Allen wrench to fully tighten into place. Again, using our Phillips bolt labeled as A, we're going to attach 2 panels on each of our sides of our fire pit. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten. Now it's time to attach our bottom. Lay the bottom into place and using our bolts, again labeled as A, we're going to tighten our bottom into place. Tighten down all of the bolts with a Phillips head screwdriver. Make sure you get the 2 on the panel and the 2 on the supports. Be sure not to over tighten to avoid stripping out the metal. After you have all of your bolts tightened, using your bolt B, we'll attach our last support attached to the 2 holes in the frame through the 2 holes in the support using B. Tighten into place using your Allen wrench. After your bolts are tightened into place, take your bolt A and place 2 in the bracket to tighten to the support bar. Tighten into place using your Phillips head screwdriver. Next, take 2 of your bolts A and secure to the bottom plate and tighten with your Phillips head screwdriver. Now put on the legs to each corner by simply screwing them down. Now get someone's help to turn over our structure. Now, using our 3 wing nuts labeled as D, we're going to attach our tank guard. First, pull out the bottom and place in each of the 3 holes. From the bottom, place on the wing nuts by screwing until tightened. Now we'll attach our base support bar. Line up with the holes on the side and center support, and using our bolts labeled as A, tighten into place using your Phillips head screwdriver. Now we'll install our doors. Take the peg at the top of the door and insert it into the frame. From the bottom, take your bolt labeled as D and tighten into place. And all that's left to do is add your lava rocks and your artificial logs, and you're ready to enjoy your fire pit.